everybody, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. It's your girl, Sub Kayla, or just Kayla, or maybe even Dr. Pep K if you know me over on the Twitches. So today we're doing something a little bit different, or maybe not that much different. If you saw one of my previous Sims 2 videos where we went through and kind of played like a functional school and kind of, went through a day of running a functional school and kind of how I do that. That was a little chaotic all over the place. This one will probably be no exception, will be the same. But I thought it would be fun if we went through how I kind of do university, some of the rules that I've gathered from various places, and how I Mod Podge it all together and run my university. Now I will say, this is in the same hood as the high school that we played, so we're using this Emerald Heights as the base hood, and then we've got all of these sub districts, which I do plan to go through and show you the progression of the neighborhood and everything and all that and all the pre-mades, because we are like, I'm in the second generation that's in the dorms, I believe now. Like, people like, like Dustin, Angela, Lil Durk, Tank, um I'm trying to think of some of the others, and my brain is just slipping. Um, my brain is slipping. But yeah, that generation of people. Juliet, Mercutio, Romeo, like they're all out of college in their own, starting their adult lives. So we're in the second kind of gen. So we'll kind of go through each of the houses, or each of the dorms, I should say. Well, there are some houses, but each of the dorms, and kind of meet all of the university people, and through each one I'll kind of explain how I run some things. So the university we're using is actually one called Mission University. I liked it because it was blank. There were no university sims in here, so it was perfect. Since I am running the town of Arbordale, which is all of the universities. It's all three of these universities, all the pre-mades from these universities with their, as teenagers, with their respective parents, and some may have siblings. Um, so that's why I didn't want to add any of these, because I didn't want the double sims. I could have probably found like blank templates of them, but I just decided to go with a custom hood. So this just says, Mission U provides a full, state-funded education for all hereditary students, with a variety of accommodations and modernized faculty buildings, plus a section of local merchants and entertainment venues. Everything you need is on campus. Tucked away under the mountains, some say the seclusion helps them to study, others just want to party. So yeah, I do really like this. I have added my own kind of dorm buildings. Like I added this large 15 one and this large 14 one. I did also add, there's a small one with 6 down here. I think I was using that to like just move sims in, because I was trying to get all the cutscenes. Because like if I put one sim here and then I put second sim here, it's not gonna do the cutscene for the second sim. So I was using that as an in between. But I like it because we've got a couple of dorms already with the hood, like this one here, this balcony dorm with 7. There's this one over here, this courtyard dorm with 9. Then we got a Terrence dorm with 6. And we've got all these, student, housing. So we've got, like, these 2-story ones over here. We've got these little, tiny, like, studio ones. And then we got plenty of, and then like this big old house up here and over here. But then we've got things like the student services building. This is the faculty of science. We've got a little boutique and a cafe, and then just a little shopping strip. There's the quad. We've got a faculty of fine arts and music. We got the library, the faculty of arts, and then we've got a uni pub, as well as a bowling slash arcade. Oh, and then there's a sports center over here. So plenty of things all tucked in to this nifty little area. So without further ado, I think we're gonna go ahead and hop into the first household, which is, yeah, we're gonna hop into this one. Alright guys, so here we are at our first household. Just gonna hit play. We're just gonna get right on into it. I'll kind of show you what the dorm's looking like in a moment. First, I kind of want to introduce us to introduce everybody to The Sims. So we're just gonna go right down the list. All the Sims I believe here are sophomores, somewhere in their sophomore year. So first we'll just start right over here. We have Allegra Gory. Um, Allegra is in love with Jane Stacks, and she wants to go steady. She also wants to get engaged. I just locked the go steady for now because like I think we're moving a little fast to already be getting engaged. Let's go steady first, then we can figure out the engagement bits because I gotta see where Jane's at. But other than that, if you don't know her family, she is the child of Alan and Lenore Gorey. I hope I'm not saying that last name right. And Lenore, her sister, is Eddie Poe. Eddie Poe is Allegra's aunt. They have already gone off to college, graduated, doing their own thing. So that is that. She is BFFs with Clara Vonderstein. She's also good friends with Sam Thomas. She's obviously good friends with her parents and BFFs with her aunt. She's also really good friends with Nova Davis, as well as like BFFs with Dirk. I don't know what's going on right now. Oh, Jane is here. Okay, well, why don't we just go ahead and ask Jane to go steady? It's not the most, like, romantic or anything, but let's see if she'll take it. Oh, oh, I was trying to take a screenshot. Okay. But, yeah. We'll just let them go steady. Now I might lock the thing to get engaged. But yeah. Allegra is a knowledge aspiration, and she wants to become a media magnet. So she is she's a literate major. So what I do on determining majors is I go based well, if they have so I go based on their lifetime wish. So like she wants to be a media magnet. She wants to obviously be a writer, so I put her in the literature major. If she didn't have a lifetime wish that was like job related, like say she wants to, have X amount of kids or grandkids or whatever, I would either see if she rolls a 1 for a specific major. If she doesn't by the time she's a sophomore, then I will use and I'll link it below, I will use a major calculator, which I think takes like in their interests and their skills and their personality, and it determines what their major should be. I don't know if it tells you what job they should have, but I do think I have a job calculator later. I don't know. But that is how I do that. So, yeah. Her turn offs, charismatic, fashionist, and then she does not like a daisical. I forget what mod it is, but I'm using a different mod for the turn ons and turn offs. I can't remember which one exactly, but it changes up some of them. So this is basically like, neat cleaning, but they just changed the name of it, and this is unemployed, they just kinda changed the name of the match, but you can see her personality here. Does she have a bio? She does have a bio. She's a Pisces, but it says Allegra is a bleeding heart romantic, but you wouldn't know that from looking at her. She dislikes the popular kids as a matter of principle and sticks to her own small circle of friends instead. I don't know if that's the same as what it is in her normal university life, but she did make the dean's list in her freshman year, so that was interesting. And then her traits are messed up. These 2 traits are right, but for whatever reason, it had the rest, her other 3 traits, messed up. I don't know why it changed some of my Sims traits, because that's not what I have written down on her sheet. I use a site called Notion to track all my stuff, and so I have her written down as being, I do have her written down as being a wonton and not a green thumb. I do not have her down as a green thumb. I have her down as an eco-friendly, as well as loves the outdoors, loves to swim, and flirty. And I was going to give her those traits, but for whatever reason, you can't access collections in dorms, and I have the traits in the collection. So, yeah. I did remove the, this thingy. Where is it? I did remove this thing off the lot so that it wasn't auto giving them traits because I didn't want it to give her more traits. I don't know if her traits accidentally got deleted and the game gave her more traits. I don't know. We'll go over that. Well, we can go over this now, I guess. Yeah. We'll go over it now. Let me just pull open a little sheet here. I have a list of rules here. So, the way I go about doing the lifetime aspiration benefits and the secondary aspiration, I got it from somebody else's video. I can't remember off the top of my head who it was, but they said that they don't let their Sims pick their second aspiration until their junior year of college. It's kind of like like they're having like a common. They're in college. They're exploring. They're figuring out who else they are. Cause like as a teenager, they're kind of figuring out who they are, what they want to be. In college, they're figuring out a little more who they are. You know, because they're a young adult. By the time they get out of college, they're adults. They kind of already know more of who they are, and so they don't pick their secondary aspirations until junior year, which I think I have. Yeah, I have some of theirs written down. I think I have Allegra's written down. Yes. So Allegra's secondary aspiration, I went ahead and calculated it. I have a aspiration calculator. So she will be a popularity secondary aspiration on top of her knowledge. But as far as spending the points, they will not. I will not spend any points on them until they are an adult, though. They'll get their secondary aspiration, and that'll be the first time I spend their first point. The rest of the points they won't get until they're an adult. I feel like they're an adult. That's when they can start getting like these benefits. So that is that. I will close out of that, and that is the end for Allegra. Over here we have Francis J. Worthington. They're all kind of sleeping right now. I'm gonna wake him up though, cause yeah. So Francis here, he is a knowledge aspiration. He's also a sophomore. They have 9 hours until their final exam. I gotta make sure they're ready to go. He is friends with some of his college mates. BFS with his sister and his dad and his mom. Other than that, he doesn't really have any best friends. He's kind of friends with Charles, SM Phoenix, and Guy Riley, but other than that, not really. So, Francis, his parents are Jeremiah and Francis. Um, Francis has a sister named Delilah and a brother named Maxwell. I'm not sure if he's the oldest or if he's the youngest. I think my ages got a little messed up here. So I'm not sure who's supposed to be oldest or the youngest. We'll read his bio and probably find out. But Francis here is an economics major, and it's not looking like he's doing too well, and he's got 9 hours until his final exam. So we will see if he passes. So I send every team to university because I just find university so much fun for me to play. I know some people find it boring, but I feel like I have so much drama and stuff that happens during this time. So I send everybody. But it's up to them whether or not they pass or not, or whether they actually graduate. Hold on. I was hearing like love hearts and the changing of clothes. Okay, maybe I'm just hearing things. Anyways, but it's up to them whether they pass or not. So like right now he doesn't have anyone to do any. I mean he does want to reach level 2 in charisma and level 1 logic, which he does need for he does need these for his his class, so I will go ahead and have him do that. He wants to have his very first kiss, but he's not really interested in anybody. I do believe he is gay, so he kind of has a bolt with Gavin, but they're not really friendly. They barely know each other, so um yeah. So Francis is, and he's into blondes as well as people who are ambitious, and he does not like attention either. Um, his bio reads, Francis J. doesn't believe he needs any friends aside from the simoleons he keeps hidden under his mattress, despite what his mother says about the importance of making connections. Do you need level 3? Yeah, you do need level 3. Okay, I'll let him keep going. And yeah, I don't think he's really had anything interesting. He's He completed his freshman year. I mean, that's literally about it. His traits are that he's a never nude, he is proper, he's irresistible, he's a schmoozer, and he's good. So yeah, there's not a lot going on with Francis, so not much to talk about. Next up, she got back from her class. She was a class at the start of this, but we have Roxy Sharp. Roxy is a popularity aspiration. Oh, she wants to have her first kiss. I'm gonna lock that. She also takes her final exam soon, but she's not got any sort of interest in it. But it looks like she may actually pass. She is taking an art major because she does want to become a celebrity chef. And I don't think I said, but Francis wants to reach the top of his career, and then have 3 children on high levels. So I think that's why I think I did the he either rolled the one or I did the what am I trying to say? The major calculator to figure out he was an economics major. Anyways, back to Roxy. She's an art major. She's apparently BFF with Joshua Rubin, but like their short-term meter is not very good. And that's really about it. I mean, she kind of has some bolts with Justin Cleveland as well as Tang. Also Rip, but like they all out of here. So, oh okay. Well, she's leaving. I didn't even know she was still here. But yeah, I don't think anything's really happened to her in her life. You can see her personality there. Roxy is doing fairly well at school and is highly tolerant of her brother Edwin, or so she says. She likes the shop. That's all her bio says. Apparently her hobby is sports. Okay. So here's another mod that I have. I'm going to take a screenshot of that as well. I have a mod called Random Occurrence Scenarios. And I forget which version I have, but I have one where it does it every couple of days, I think. At like, it does it at like around 6 a.m. or like early in the morning, basically. And it pops up just random things. So like this says weekly night out with the gang. Either poker night, bowling night, dance club night, movie night, concert night, billiards night. So every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. we're gonna choose an activity uh to and choose one activity on the left to take D6 a closest non-family Sims highest lifetime relation out to. So we'll pick one. I would roll a D6. I would roll a one. Yeah, I'd roll a D6. And let's just say we get bowling night. So we'll go bowling and we'll take D6 of our closest non-family Sims with us. We'll use the group feature on the phone to name the group and invite them. This tradition must be continued for 6 weeks. If the Sim works on this night, then change to the appropriate day and time. For concert night, have the Sim go watch other Sims playing instruments. For movie night, take the Sims to a lot with a large TV. Or they could have like movie night at home. But it's supposed to be a week night out. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to say we're doing this for Roxy since she's a popularity Sim. So I'm going to go ahead and open up random.org. I'm going to roll a 1d6. We got 2. So we are doing bowling night. And it says take d6 a close So I guess we roll another d6 to determine how many sims she's taking. Okay, so she's taking 5 of her closest friends bowling. Okay. Let me just hit okay on that. And let's see who 5 of her closest friends are. I guess Francis. Um, and then obviously Joshua. Even though it says go by long term, but yeah. If she doesn't have 5 friends, I probably will not do 5. I mean, I guess we'll just do Francis. We'll do Allegra. We'll definitely do Ruben. And that's probably it. I mean, I'm not doing her parents. It's a non-relative, so we'll just do that. So we're gonna go find the phone. We're gonna do groups, manage groups. I think is how we put together a group. I haven't like put together like a group like this before. Oh, there's a phone up there. Oh well. We'll just call this bowling club, and we'll do. Oh God. Oh, we can do her brother too. Her brother wasn't even on her list. Well, of friends, was he? Oh, why don't we do her brother? If I can find him again in here. Yeah, we're gonna do Joshua. Edwin, there we go. You're not really friends with Brittany, or William. We're gonna do Francis. I don't even see there's Allegra. Okay, yeah. That's 5. Perfect. So I didn't show off the family tree, but her parents are Marcus and Sophia Sharp, and then she's got her brother Edwin. She's got another younger brother named Pong. Moving along, we've got Brittany Upsnot. Okay. Did they, did they woo, or are they just sleeping? Okay. She's a romance sim. She's only got 29 hours until her final exam, so she's not technically the same exact class as them, but she does want to be best friends with William. Oh, okay, they have crushes on each other. Or she has a crush on him. I'm guessing they have crushes on each other. Okay. Fair enough. She's also best friends with Tiffany Sampson, Heather Huffington. She's just friends with Jessica Peterson. Apparently she's got bolts with Jeff. Okay, nope. So on her family tree, it is just her and her parents, Connie, and Richard. She's also an art major. She wants to also be a celebrity chef. She likes practical and fashionisms, and she does not like lackadaisical. Apparently she had her very first kiss with William. So, that happened. I didn't know that. That must have happened in high school. That's her personality. It has not really changed any. This says, even though Brittany is the queen bee of her high school, no one wants to spend time with her. If anyone could break through her shell, though, they'd find that in truth, she's insecure and just wants to be liked. Yep. She likes sports. I believe her traits are... No, okay, her traits didn't get messed up. Okay. So she is virtuoso, over-emotional, starborn quality, or star quality, proper, and she has commitment issues. So her and William might, they might be a thing, but she will never commit to him. So her and her romance issues. Anyways, I didn't know why I had it paused. Over here, we have Gavin Newson. Gavin, romance him. He wants to become a business tycoon. So he's actually also an economics major. He also has his exams in 29 hours. I don't know if he'll pass or not. But... Oh. 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 Oh, wait, we might have some problems here. Gavin also has a crush on William Williamson. Oh no. This might be a problem. He also has a bolt with Francis, but that might be a problem. So Gavin doesn't really have any friends outside his family. His family, as most know, consists of him and Ginger. I don't know if they're twins, but they're around the same age. Or well, Ginger I think already graduated from college. Then they've got their younger siblings Gallagher and Gabriella, and then they got the even younger siblings of Garrett and Georgia, who were children, and then the other two were teenagers. So yeah, I'm just tripping on this crush. That might cause issues, but anywho, he's into nature. He likes reserved and fit Sims, and just likes fun loving. Interesting. Um, that's his personality. Does he have a bio? Yes. But I mean, I think most people know his bio. At his age, Gavin never thought he would be adopted. He is grateful for the chance at a real family, and he has come to fiercely love his brothers and sisters. In fact, Gavin couldn't imagine life without them. He decided long ago that he would do whatever it took to protect and care for them. So I probably will eventually go through after college and change up their bios and all that. I do want to get more into that storytelling aspect, so his traits are that he's a smoozer, he loves to swim, he's unlucky, a computer whiz, and he is ambitious. None of them have things. I will go ahead and tell you what their secondary aspirations are. So for like Roxy, she will be a secondary fortune. Brittany is going to be also a secondary fortune. Francis is going to be a secondary popularity. Gavin is going to be a second. I guess I haven't calculated his yet because his is empty. And then our last dude, I don't think I've calculated Williams either. I might have. No, I have not. So they're the two I haven't done in this household. That is fine. Fine and dandy. So why is it? Why is my thing being stupid? There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't calculated theirs, but he wants to do his assignment. Do your assignment. I don't like force them to do their assignments or write the term papers unless they want to do those things. If they don't want to do those things, I'm not gonna be like, okay, do your assignment so you can pass. Like now she wants to play computer games. Okay, so yeah, and he is still doing the charisma, but he's good on the charisma. He does want to get a logic skill, which is good. I'll have him practice that. But anyways, on to our last boyo. We have William Williamson. Never understood his name. He is a drama major because he wants to be a world class ballet dancer. He is a pleasure sim. He also has 27 hours till his exam. Yeah, he has a crush on Brittany and Gavin, but him and Gavin have two bolts. And the way I do with the whole romance stuff is I usually go based on who they have the most bolts with. Like if I'm trying to set them up with someone, if I had to choose between two, I would go with Gavin because he has more bolts with him. But I also like to use ACR and let them decide themselves. So if he starts to flirt more with Brittany and they end up falling in love, then he's of course going to go with Brittany. Unless he does some fuck shit and, falls in love with Brittany, but then turn around and ends up falling in love with Gavin, then we really have some problems. He also doesn't really have any friends. His tree, it's just him and his parents, Wilbur P. and Mariah, so it's just them two. Here's his personality. His bio states that he apparently does not have one. Okay. He's into music and dance. Oh, okay. Apparently he did have his very first woohoo with Gavin, so Gavin took his virginity, y'all. Okay. 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 I did not know that. Okay. He's into brown hair and athletic sims, and he does not like stylish people. Believe Brittany's got black hair. Okay. So, I don't know how that's gonna go, but I mean, Gavin hits one of his boxes. I don't know, but for William's traits, he's a workaholic. He's never nude. He is hydrophobic. He's also a schmoozer, and he's also easily bored. So that could play into as well with the whole crush thing. If he's easily bored, he could be flip-flopping between the two because he's easily bored. Now, I do want to say I have mods for it too. I have mods for various different things. I'm not even gonna pause. Like this is the Sim Blender. I also have that's yeah ACR, and then I have okay. So they're heading to their final exam. So I think I'm gonna play through so they can go to their final exam and see if they pass, and I can check out something else as well. And then I also have this Sim Manipulator. I want to say I have a mod, not necessarily polyamory, polymod. I don't know how to say the full word. I know I have this no jealousy thing so that they don't get jealous. I want to say I also have a mod. Let's see. So, well, we could propose going steady, but no, I want to say. And they may not be. But I wanted to say I had a mod. Can you wake up? I know you're tired, but can you wake up? You gotta go to the bathroom anyways. Wake up. I want to say I had a mod to ask to be open, and I may not anymore. I used to. It could be a thing where they're all in a poly sort of thing. I'm not sure. We're gonna experiment with that. We'll see how it goes, but I'm not open to it. Me myself, I've never understood poly. I can't even say the full word. I don't know why, but I've never understood it because for me myself, it's just like I want to be that one person special. So I would get too jealous. Like I would just be too jealous. That's just my issue. But I do find it fun to play around with in the game. So we'll just see. They're getting it on over here. Uh-oh, Francis. 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 You're supposed to be going to your final exam. Oh my god, you are not gonna graduate, sir. You're not gonna pass your sophomore year, sir. What? I will, I'll come back when they're, okay, I will come back when something interesting happens or when they finish their final exams. Okay, it looks like they're done with their thing, or Francis is done. It telling me that he has gained enough life experience to change his aspirations. I usually just say no to this. I don't usually do these things, but we'll say no to it for now. Oh, and so is. Okay, what is going on? You two are trying to. Can you just come up here and, like, unlock your door, please? Okay. So, let's see. Roxy has finished. She's on the dean's list. Great for her. So, she got an A+. So, she got a grant of 1,200. So, what I like to do, I use Monique's hacked computers. I like to go to Bank Online. No, not that one. Bank Online. And let's pay the bills. But I just like to go in and I like to deposit their grant money into their bank account. So she had 1,200, so we'll just do a thing at 200, and then we'll have to do a thing at 200, and that'll get her going. Allegra's on academic probation, and another semester audition. She will be expelled. She got a D, so the school did not give her any, so she is having to redo her sophomore year. I also use shorter semesters, so we don't do like the first semester sophomore and the second. We just do the second, so it's a little shorter. Now she's wanting to write a term paper and do her assignment. Okay, well, you can come write your term paper then. And Francis has met the requirements to be a junior. He just got a C minus, so that meant the school gave him 300. So I'm gonna have him deposit 200, and then we'll deposit another 100. Gavin is off to his class. Do y'all have class? No. Not for a while. Or do you have class? No. Not until tonight. Okay. So, I think that's enough for... Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord. Well then. Well then. We should probably give them their privacy, but, that's happening. Pretty sure I do have mods that allow pregnancy and the college students. I'm just gonna let them do their thing. We're just gonna pop back down here. I'm gonna let them finish their thing. Oh no, we gonna okay. We gonna get a blurry ass cutscene. Okay, that's fine too. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Sure. Give us the cutscene. Okay. That's enough of that. That is enough of that. Alright. Well, it's definitely time to swap households. And here we are in the next household. This household, like, I just, like, moved to college, just put together. Well, that's kind of like a lot of these households except for the first one. So, they don't even have, like, dorms claimed. I think they're in the wrong season because the other one was in fall. So, I'm gonna have to change that. But, yeah, they're all over the place. I gotta make sure that this place is set up. We have the sim blender. We have the ACR. Not that. We have the sim manipulator. I don't usually need the sim manipulator, but I think I was using it to fix messed up college stuff. But what I'm looking for is the season and weather control. Yep. And let's place that there. I'm just gonna set the season to season 2. I think I need to fix the seasons because I like to set it spring, summer, fall, winter. So winter is season 4, but we'll fix that later. I'm gonna go ahead and have them claim dorms really quickly. Oh, I don't know why the cutscene's so blurry though. Why is it blurry? Oh, why is it blurry? Oh no. I don't know why it's blurry, but wow, I need to fix my my reshade. My reshade is that's bad. I really need to fix that, but maybe that's why. What? Okay, well we'll unpack that in a second. Can you please go claim your dorm? And you claim your dorm, and I'll let you claim that one over there. Actually, no, you can claim that one over there. And then you can claim that one. And you can just claim that one. Okay, because I think I put just enough Sims for this household. So this household, you'll notice, is all women. I kind of set it up to be a sort of... Where's the phone? Where's the phone? Where's the phone? Where? Oh, it's right there in front of my face. Oh, she's gonna answer. Never mind. I set this up to be a sort of sorority dorm. I have the opposite, so, what do you call the male version of a sorority? I don't even remember off the top of my head. But yeah, I basically set up sorority and I want to say paternity, but that's like paternity test. That's not right. Oh my god, and Jane is over here getting serenaded? What? Oh my god. Okay. They're wild. Like I said, wild. All of these Sims, they're in their freshman year. They just started, so yeah. I have not even given them makeovers yet. Like, we just gonna jump right into it. We gonna start over here. We just saw her brother. This is Delilah Worthington. I am obsessed with her hair. I do need to, like I said, give them makeovers, fix their outfits, but she's a popularity aspiration. She wants to be a rock guide. She just wants to be friends with everybody. She has 2 votes with Jane. and a bolt with Stella and Sam so things could get. And we've already seen her family tree, so you will notice they're all freshmen. They are all undeclared majors. I like to do the freshmen. They don't choose a major. They don't choose a major until they're a sophomore. Kinda, they're trying to figure out who they are. They're trying to decide what majors to go into. So I like to give them let them stay undeclared for their first semester. Let them kinda like they're taking their basics in a way. So none of them have majors. We will read her bio. Dahlia sometimes feels a little insecure about her place in her family. The only thing she knows for sure is that she's completely committed to her monochrome aesthetic. Yes, she is. So yeah, she just had her very first kiss. Oh, no. Who are you? Who are you falling in love with? Who are you We'll unpack that later. When we get to you, we'll unpack who you just fell in love with. We will unpack that in a moment. No, you cannot. You cannot be. Y'all cannot be. Y'all. Yeah, okay. Put a bunch of women in a dorm, they said. It'll be great, they said. Not when they're all a bunch of bisexual and lesbians. Anyways, she just had her first kiss. Her turn-ons are sociable and serious. Her turn-off is nurturing. Her traits, I don't even know if these are right. I think they're right. Let me check. Do I even have her in my Notion page? I also should do like a video or like I show y'all my page. Maybe at some point, but if y'all are interested. No, that's the household. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? No, I don't even have a page for her, it doesn't seem. Okay, well, I'll fix that later. As of right now, her traits are lucky, she's dramatic, a loser, a savvy sculptor, and she's a coward. And also, I'm using, I think it's by Lamaray. I forget who made this mod. Oh no, no, not Lamaray, Beastu? I don't know. I have the, high school yearbook, so this is kind of what hers looks like. I think I can change it. But I'll just leave it like that. She didn't have any friends, so... Oh no, it's to change her background name, that's what it is. We'll just do that. Or, well no, it clashes with her. We'll just see, I'll leave it plain. But yeah, if she had, like, friends, it would give to people in her... I don't know what happened to some of the other other college people. They lost their yearbooks for whatever reason, but... yeah, that happened. So we're just gonna move fast through this household. Over here, we've got Miss Heather Huffington. Heather's a pleasure sim. She wants to be a professional party guest. She doesn't have her first kiss, but she also wants to buy a cell phone, so that's locked. She is best friends with Tiffany Sampson and Brittany Upslot, as we had discussed previously. She's not really got any both with anybody, so I don't really know. I can't remember if she's gay or bi or what she is, but it's just her and her parents, Veronica and Larry. Like I said, she's an undeclared major. She likes academic and creative sims, and she doesn't like fun loving, which is weird that she's pleasure, but yeah. There's her personality. Her bio reads, so many parties, so little time. What in the... I'm telling you, Paul, it's wild. What the hell? I'm also disgusting, so not louder than me. Like...
Good diva.
What the Haley Hale? I was not prepared for that. I was in the middle of reading. Anyways. So many parties, so little time, are the words Heather lives by, though she could probably win over anyone she wanted. She's currently going through a nerds are hot phase. Nerds are hot phase. Blech. Whew. A lot to unpack. I heard hards, I heard woo, a lot to unpack here. Yeah, so she's got a crush on Sam. I think we already established that. They're not in love, but okay. We're just gonna move right along. We're just gonna come over here. Oh, I apparently have a bat box out here. We're just gonna get rid of that. Ignore that. So we have Jane Stacks, who does want to get engaged to Allegra, and Allegra did want to get engaged to her, so that'll happen. But she just, so much just happened when she moved in here. Because obviously, she's going steady with Allegra. She wants to get married to Allegra, but now she's in love with Stella. She's also in love with Sam. What? Girl, how can you say you want to get married to Allegra, but then like flirt up a bunch with Stella and Sam and fall in love with both of them? Like you can't. This is not a polycule where it's starting, honey. You gotta make up your mind. I know we experiment in college, but like if you want to marry Allegra, like, anyways, Jane Stacks, her family, it's Matilda and Sylvia Ruth Stacks, and Sylvia is the sister to Bob Pancakes. So I thought that was interesting. They also have a dog named Flapjack Stacks. Other than her romances, she is BFS with Castor Nova Davis. And that's her only like friend. God, my brain is just wrapping around this whole situation. Anyways, Jane's bio reads, Jane has been spending a lot of time with the irresistible Sam lately. Could something besides friendship be in the air? So they kind of set up that they want them two together, but that's not what has been happening so far in my game. But yeah, so she had her. Oh wait, okay, hold on. She had her very first kiss with Sam apparently first, before she moved out, before she went to college. Then she fell in love with Allegra in college and kissed Allegra. They made out. Then they went steady, as we saw. Then she kissed Stella for the first time. So she fell in love with Stella, had two loves at once. Then fell in love with Sam after that, and had so apparently she kissed Sam back in college or in high school. Huh? Who did she have more bolts with though? She had more bolts with both Stella and Sam compared to Allegra, but she wants to engage to Allegra. This is messy, and my rules make it more messy. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. And if she stays in this dorm, she gonna keep flirting with all these two, and she is gonna get ones for them. It's a mess. I should have not have put all the lesbians together. That's rude. She likes her turn-ons are black hair and athletic, and her turn-offs is brown hair. So none of them have brown hair. They all have black hair. Lord. Anyways, if we go over to Sam here, Sam wants to declare the drama major, but she wants to become a general. So I don't know if that's the proper lifetime wish for her. We may have to change that. She also wants to play freshman year. We will actually change that real quick. Where's the from personality available? Let's see what's kind of related to trauma. None of these. Okay. We'll just do that, and we will have her become this thingy. Prestigious. I can never say that. Anyways, Little Miss Sam. Sam, yeah, she's in love with Jane. Oh, but yeah. So that's the thing. Like, she's in love with Jane, but like, Dahlia has a crush on her, but she does not reciprocate any of those feelings to Dahlia. At least not yet. Now she does. I kind of thought they just kissed. So, see, messy. Other than her love interest, she's BFS with Dustin Broke and good friends with Allegra. Other than that, her family consists of Drew and Chris Thomas. She's into, apparently turn-ons are fatness. Sociable nurturing is her turn-off. Her bio reads, Sam makes friends with boys far more easily than she does with girls. She just doesn't understand why girls are so weird. The only exception is Jane. Sam can't quite decide how to feel about her. She enjoys baseball and Chinese food. And her memories are that she had her very first kiss with Jane before going off to college, and now she's kissed Dahlia, fell in love with Jane, then made out with Dahlia, and then they wooed. So, like, they are messy to the messiest. See, she also doesn't have a yearbook. You don't have a yearbook, and they don't even have traits either. So I'm gonna have to look and see if I have traits on their sheets. But I didn't tell you Jane's traits. It's artistic, savvy sculptor, bot fan, handy, and green thumb. If that's even accurate, I'm gonna have to check. Because for whatever reason, the traits be getting fucked. But moving right along, we are over here with Sarah Love. I'm loving her with the short hair. I don't think she normally has short hair. I'm kind of loving her with it. For college, she might keep the short hair. But little Miss Jane, she is a fortune sim. She wants to marry off 6 children, so that's all she cares about. She is best friends with Stella. I'm done. I'm done. I give up. I'm done. I give up. I'm done. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? It comes to a point where I'm like, I don't want to save. I don't want to save. I don't want to save. But then it also comes to a point where I'm like, no, I have to keep the drama. I have to save. You know, I'm all about saving. I know people are like, oh, well, my sim died. I didn't save. No, I save. Anyways, back to Sarah. Like I said, best friends with Stella. She is going steady with Matthew Hart. She's the only straight woman in here. Thank the heavens for that. Her family is just her and her parents, Buddy and Betty Love. Yeah, they went steady back in high school. She likes brown hair and foodies and dislikes redheads. And her bio reads, let me zoom so far in. Sarah loves her boyfriend and feels like life is going pretty well. She loves meeting new people. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. And she does want to get engaged to Matthew. I don't know if Matthew feels the same, but yeah. So then we'll go to the last lady here. We'll go to Stella Toronto, who is making all kinds of waves in this place. Yeah. She's a romance sim. She wants to max out 7 skills, so I may lock her in as a psychology major. She's best friends with Sarah. She's fallen in love with Jane. She's also best friends with Clara. She's also best friends with Jasmine. Um, yeah. So on her family tree, it's her parents, Solus, and Aurora, which I don't know what's up with Aurora's hair, and then she also has a little brother named Bill, who I I want to say I have the correlated alien skin, so that's why she's pink. Her parents are pink because I think gray hair is pink, black is pink. Well, I say that black hair is pink, but then he's got black hair and he's green. So I almost want to see what happens if I do Gissy up and change her appearance. Because I have a whole thing for aliens. And it's written down in my little rules on my Notion page. So aliens, because I'm using correlated skin. So yeah, black hair is supposed to be blue aliens. I may want to make sure. I may want to double check that. Because brown hair is supposed to be turquoise, and then black hair is supposed to be blue, blonde hair is supposed to be violet, and then redheads are purple. So I may want to check in on that. I don't know. I may want to make sure that that mod is working properly, but it is what it is. Like I said, undeclared major. She's a Cancer. Her bio says Stella loves reading and studying and is completely thrilled about moving to a new planet. She has a weakness for cookies. Yeah, so she really hasn't done anything until she went to college, and that's when she kissed Jane for the first time. Fell in love with Jane, they made out, and they woohooed all in one freaking day. She likes blondes and academics, and does not like redheads either. Her traits are daredevil, flirty, loves the cold, good at massages, and computer whiz. And oh, I didn't tell you, Jane or Sarah's dramatic, vehicle enthusiast, insane, gloomy, and angular. I'm using a lot of custom traits as well, like the 3 to 2 like scrap traits. Not the hidden ones, but scrapped ones. And then there's another set of traits I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but and then Stella does indeed have a little scrapbook, and it is filled with Jane. It is filled with Jane. I don't know why it's filled with all 3 Janes, but there we go. That is interesting. So we gonna get out of this love fest and probably just head into another love fest and go see the male version of a sorority that I can't think of the name of. Right. And here we are at the next place, which I feel absolutely dumbfounded that I could not remember the name of a male version of a sorority, which is a fraternity. Or, yeah, fraternity. A sorority and a fraternity. Frat. Anyways, here's the frat house or the frat dorm. I also need to change their season. Hold on. Yeah, I'm probably gonna change the seasons of all the new ones, but that's okay. And they also got a bad box out here, which I can delete. Season 2. There we go. Alright, so we gonna get into it and hope that there's no as much chaos as the sorority. So starting off in this dorm, we have Ashley Pitts. Ashley's a romance him. He wants to become a Hall of Famer. He wants to have his first kiss. He is BFFs, like BFFs with Chaz. He's also good friends with Kevin, as well as he's best friends with Joshua, and also apparently became best friends with Romeo, but they haven't spoken because there's an age gap. For Ashley, it is his parents, Charlie and Peggy, and he does have a little brother, Kale. Like I said, they are freshmen, so they are in undeclared majors right now. Personality, he's a Gemini, just like me. Oh, my. Is that Chaz? I don't even know who that is. Chaz and... I forgot what the other guy's name is. Why? Why are they blurry, though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why are they blurry? Okay, well, so much for the frat being less chaotic. It's called just be more chaotic. But anyways, we'll read Ashley's bio. I think I missed some bios of this already, but it's whatever. Ashley isn't very popular, but he's too focused on himself to notice. He spends an awful lot of time staring at himself in the mirror. Of course he does. He's into sports. He is turn-ons are fitness, and charismatic, and his turn-off is reserved. He does have a little scrapbook. It's got himself, and it's got Chaz, which I want to do. I don't know why it's got Chaz in there twice, but you know. Okay, it's changing the pose of the book. I thought it was changing his pose, but yeah, we'll put that back in his thing. He ain't got no traits. I'll have to fix that. See if they ever had traits or if I need to get them traits, but moving on, we got Caster Nova Davis down here. I thought I saw like the Grim Reaper for a second. I was about to flip my lid. Ooh. Anyways, he wants to flirt with Allegra, but Allegra got enough going on. Because she met her and Jane, and we ain't opening that can of worms. I guess he's well, he wants to, but I think he's gay anyways. And he's in love with Jared Starchild, who's not in this dorm, but no, he is bi, because he has both with Blossom, as well as Tara Debato, but she's taken. In his family tree, it's his parents who are split, so Angelica Davis, and then his dad, Oikomo? I don't know how to say his name. So Castor Nova Davis and Aldrich and Elmerick. So I believe Castor lives with his dad, and then Eldrick and Elmerick lived with their mother. I think I made that backwards, but I think I have it right. We'll see when we read his bio, but he's turned on to blondes and practical, and he does not like gray hair. His hobby is science. So his bio says Castor doesn't know how to feel about the fact that his dad has his whole life planned out for him. It's not that he hates acting, but he just loves the pursuit of knowledge more. He enjoys coffee shops, music, and a good conversation. And yeah, I think we said he wants to be a media magnet as well. He's unlucky, dramatic, unflirty, star quality, and a workaholic. And then over here, we've got Chaz Whippler, who's a romance sim, wants to be a personal party guest. He is best friends with Ashley, as we discussed. He just kissed Jonah, but apparently he ain't got no crush or no feelings towards him. He's also best friends with Tara Debato. Debato, I hope I'm saying her name right. And on Chaz's family tree, it's just him and his mom, Charlie, and his other mom, Petra, who just passed away. So it's saying that they're not even together, but they were together, I think. He's a Libra. It says Chaz really dislikes anyone who thinks Chaz really dislikes anyone who thinks is cooler than he is. He keeps looking for love in all the wrong places and wonders why he hasn't found it yet. Poor soul. Yeah, his mom literally just died before he aged up and went to college, so he's turned on to black hair, creatives, and he does not like cultured people. And his little album is just him and Ashley. Yeah, just gonna do that. Stick it back in there. He's missing some traits. It says he's a genius, loves the heat, over emotional, and a never nude. But he's missing his last trait. So, anywho, on we go. We have Jimmy Phoenix. Jimmy is popularity. Jimmy is wants to be a world class ballet dancer. I think we need to change Jimmy's. Hold on. Let's change it. No, not change Jimmy. I need to, yeah. Let's set you as a professional DJ since your popularity. He is best friends with Mitch Indy as well as Rip Grunt. He is just him and his parents, so Charles S. M. Phoenix and Jane Doe. Yeah, that's pretty much Jimmy. He likes athletic and fashionist, and he dislikes naturalists. He's into music and dance, so I mean, I guess it makes sense for. But he is a Libra. His bio reads: Jimmy has come to Arbordale hoping for a fresh start. His favorite things are football, ballet, and going unnoticed. Okay, that makes sense that he's. Yeah, I guess I did have to change that. I just feel like I have too many people with the same lifetime wishes, but he has commitment issues. He's irresistible. He's a computer whiz, excitable, and a great kisser. And here's what his yearbook looks like. It's him and Mitch. Very cute. Moving on, we have Jonah Powers, who's over here exercising their brains out. He's a romance sim, wants to be a visionary. He's friends with Chaz. And he is in love with Gunner Road. Okay, so he just cheated on Gunner. Got it. Got it. His family tree is just him, his mom, Saban, and then Saban Frost, and then Millie Powers. So I'm guessing his parents are divorced. Shaban is the sister to Susan. So He is also a Gemini baby. He does not have a bio. He likes his hobby is fitness, and yeah. So back in high school, he had his first kiss with Gunner, and he tried to sneak out with Gunner, but got caught by his mom. And then he moved out, went to college, and apparently he kissed Chaz for the first time. Ay, 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 ay. And over here, we've got Mr. Matthew Hart. Matthew's a pleasure sim. He wants to be a prestidigitator, however you say it. He's obviously undeclared. He is actually going, like we said, going steady with Sarah. Sarah wants to get married to him or get engaged. He doesn't. I mean, he fears breaking up with her, but he doesn't really want to get engaged. So he's BFFs with Eric Swan as well as Jason Larson, as well as Tara DiBato. On his family tree, it's always just him and his parents Harvey and Ed Hart. So yeah, a lot of the Arbordale family is just them and their parents. So, ooh, another Gemini. Matthew can't wait to go to university with his longtime sweetheart to get educated and grow up a bit. He's completely in love and excited about enjoying the college experience. Fair enough. Yeah, they got together in high school. Oh, he grew up with emotional control trait. Okay. Yeah, they fell in love in high school. They went on a date, had a dream date, went steady. His turn ons are sociable and blonde hair, and his turn off is black. Oh, and they have, like, little photos. Those are adorable. And he has a little bouquet. That's adorable. Aw, how cute. High school sweethearts. Adorable. And he's got no traits. We've got Phineas Biggs Furley over here. I really need to give him a makeover because that outfit is. Ooh, he's a fortune sim, wants to be a mad scientist, wants to declare economics. He's apparently BFFs with Delilah Ofifi. Fifi? Yeah, even though their relationship is not very great. So for his family, it is him and his sister Marla, and then their parents Lydia and Quentin. He is into redheads and practical sims. He does not. His turn off is poor. Cannot be poor. Apparently, he had a burn TV dinner. Oh, and he grew up with good manners. His hobby is science. His bio reads Phineas, or Finn, Furley, is a loner. Nobody seems to want him around or cares about what he has to say. But he's almost too busy trying to change the world to worry about it. For whatever reason, he has two MP3 players and two games. I think I'm gonna give some to somebody else, cause like, why do you have two of those? Like, look, we'll give them to Chaz. Chaz will like them. Yeah, there you go. So I did go ahead and I gave them dorms. As you can see, we've claimed all the dorms down here. What was that sound? Was that the TV? Oh yeah, the TV's not even on. Oh no. But yeah, and then we've not claimed all the dorms up here. I probably could have, because I have the more than 8 Sims one. We could have put some more Sims in here, but I didn't want to overload it. But yeah, I haven't really been giving good tours of the dorms, but you can kind of see as we go around. You know, cafeteria. They've got like a computer room. They're all very similar. They all have cafeterias, computer labs, study or hangout area, and then dorms and bathrooms. Oh, that's what that sound was. Jonah just passed. Like, fuck out. I think that's gonna wrap it up for this household. I think I'll do some of the single student housings And then we might have to do a part 2 because this, or else we will be here all day and it's already been chaotic enough. So let's just move it along. Alright, so here we are in the first student housing, which can get straight into it. I usually decide student housing based on, who's best friends or whatever. No, Rod, Humble, we don't want your shit ass computer. Thank you. So in this household, we have Eric Swan. Eric is a family aspiration, so he wants to become a visionary, and he is BFFs with Martin. Doesn't know Marla as well. Is also good friends with Joshua. He's best friends with Matthew. Apparently best friends with Charlotte. I think they went to high school just a little bit together. Oh, okay. Well, the goosing has already happened in this household too. God, man. And, yeah, he's also good friends with Gunnar. On his family tree, it's just him, his parents Judy, and John. Okay, now he's got a crush. Interesting. He's Sagittarius. Says he wants to follow his dreams of becoming a successful artist. Maybe he'll meet the love of his life along the way. Maybe he just did because they're kissing over here. Yeah, he's in love now. Maybe he just did. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, they had their very first kiss back in high school anyways, so his turn-ons are sociable and stylish, and his turn-offs is athletics. He does have his little yearbook, which is him, and it looks like Matthew. Yeah, and I like that we can kind of see on their yearbook. We can see what they look like as teenagers. It's very nice. Also in this household, we have Marla. We saw her brother Phineas in the frat house. She is a knowledge sim. She also wants to be a media magnet. I feel like I have a lot of those, so I may have to. God damn, right in front of Marla. Okay. Now he's in love. She was also BFS with Martin, so that's why they're all in a dorm together. Where are y'all going? Oh, Lord. Anyways, she's in love with Melody Tinker, who I believe is in uni now. She doesn't really have any other friends other than Martin. We've already seen her family tree. Her turns on are geeky and sociable, and her turn off is fitness. Yeah, so she kissed Melody back in high school. Her bio reads, Marla may have some big glasses, but they're a reflection of her big heart. She can't wait to go to college to search for her identity in a new place. And then we'll try to see Martin, but they're over here having a makeout session. So Martin is a knowledge sim. He wants to be head of the SCIA. These are his best friends. He's now in love with Eric. He's also good friends with Joshua. He's friends with Heather and Jane. How many of these cutscenes are we gonna see today? Just how many? I swear, someone needs to end up pregnant from all this woo-hooing, I swear, because if they don't, I'm gonna sue. I mean, guys, if you're gonna do all this woo-hooing. Anyways, on Ruben's family tree, or not Ruben, on Martin's family tree, his last name is Ruben. His parents are Matt and Jessica. They've both passed. Matt is the brother to Robbie Dozer and Joe Dozer. Martin also has a brother, Joshua. So yeah. Martin is a Capricorn. His bio reads, Martin can hardly believe he's really related to his family. They're so different. Rather than dwelling on it, though, he keeps his nose to the grindstone, hangs out with his friends, and tries to avoid the popular kids. He apparently stopped his cuisine. Yep, apparently he kissed Eric back in high school. So I didn't know that happens, but that happened back in high school. His parents died literally right before he went to college, which is kind of sad. His turn-ons are fatness and academic, and he does like blondes. He's the only one I think that's got traits. Yeah, he's the only one that's got traits. Supernatural fan, hates the outdoors, photographer side, artistic, brave, and he's got this goddamn computer, doesn't he? Yep. Get rid of that. I realized if you sell the computer through the inventory, or like if you just like if you sell the box and don't open the box, you don't get any money for it. So if you're worried about like, I know there's mods to like get rid of Mr. Red Humble, but like just do that and you're good. So yeah, that's really it. I mean, I don't really have any other rules. I am gonna show off one more family, but I don't really have a lot of rules per se for college. I kind of just let the flow go. I was gonna show off the little housing here. This one's quite quaint. I don't know why there's a little tiny pool under the stairs though. That's really weird. Okay, anyways. Yeah, they just got this little setup with a TV and bookcase, and then they got a little kitchenette and a little half bath. And then upstairs, just they got their full bathroom, which doesn't have a sink. And then they've got two bedrooms, so a double bed and a single bed. That may be why I moved them in, because I already knew that they were in love with each other or liked each other. I don't know, but yeah. Anywho, let's just go see the last house and yeah. All right, here we are at the last house. This little tiny little student housing. There we go. Freaking words. So yeah, it's literally just the. Oh, I'm gonna have to probably fix this, but I can just take that out, and we'll just give him one. There's a door there. We'll just put it there. Just move that there. That should work out fine. Just give him a custom bedding. Yeah, there we go. And so in this household, we have Jared Starchild. He is a family sim and he wants to become an education minister. He is in love with Ty and he wants to go study with Ty. Okay. There they go with their first kiss, I guess. I really don't know why these are blurry. I'm gonna have to fix that. But he's also in love with Castor, but I want to say, and they should have broke up, but I guess he didn't lose his love. If you check out my Tumblr, which I highly recommend, there is a post on my Tumblr where Jared is telling Castor that he kind of wants to experience new things in college. They want to see where college takes them. Really, it's because he's in love with Ty and doesn't, have the heart to tell him, like, hey, I'm in love with someone else. Like, but he doesn't want to cheat on him, so he ended things before it became cheating on anybody else. That's why they literally have not had their first kiss until now. Like, so Jared's tree, it's just him and his dad Leo. His mom Azure has done passed. He is best friends with Blossom. He's also friends with Mitch. And that's pretty much it. I'll go ahead and hit play again. His bio reads Jared splits his time between working on his art and hanging out with his friends. Are y'all I'm so glad it's the last household for today, cause y'all don't even know. This is too much. Anyways, I'm gonna just yeah. I'm just gonna pause real quick so we can. Yeah, so he had his first kiss with Castor, and then he went steady with Castor during high school. Apparently he had fell in love with Ty during that, and then literally right before he went to college, he broke up with Castor, went off to college, and yeah. His turn-ons are black hair, foodie. His turn-off is red hair. He's a night owl, loves to swim, charismatic, born salesperson. Here is what his little Book looks like it's him. Blossom, Moonbeam, Mitch, and Ty. Alright, I guess let them do their thing. I guess while they're doing the thing, I can introduce you to Ty. Ty wants to get engaged to Jared. Okay, well, they haven't even gone steady yet. He also wants to woohoo, which they're about to do, so he gonna get that down. He a popularity sim. He wants to own 5 top-level businesses. He's just friends with Allegra and Castor, and that's about it. On his tree, it's him and his parents, Bryce and Tatsuki. He likes redheads, creatives, and I think he just likes bookworms. You guys mind? Kind of in the middle of introducing you to the peoples. Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, he likes redheads and creatives, and he dislikes cultures. His hobbies: cuisine. He's a Libra. His bio reads, Ty enjoys spending time with Allegra, Jared, and Castor discussing his philosophical theories, but his favorite activity is people watching. I guess let's just go ahead. Well, he wanted to go steady. Let's go steady. You want to go steady, right? Yeah, let's just go steady. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright. That's where I'm gonna end this video on a happy note with the going steady. It was wild. I don't do anything like super strict for college. I like to kind of let it go. Like I said, he's not got any wants as of right now. The only thing he wants to do is complete his freshman year. So if they have a want to complete like freshman year, then I try my best to like, even if they don't have wants to like, he has to want to complete freshman year, but he has no wants to do his term paper, to do his assignments. So I will try my best to work on their skills and get their skills where they need to be so that he can complete freshman year. And then if he wants to do the other things, he'll do the other things. And like it'd be the same for Jared since he wants to you know, complete freshman year and all that. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you liked the video, please give it a big fat thumbs up and consider subscribing if you want to stay tuned for part 2. I also still plan to go through the rest of the hood. It probably won't be as dramatic. Who knows? My game's always wild. And I will see you guys in the next one so soon.